Okay, today we are looking at what I've called contrasting fortunes. And we start with a song in my mother tongue. Abasia ya ya o, aya ya o, abasia ya ya, aya ya nanando. Okay, the reason why I call it contrasting fortunes is because we're looking at Eli, who was an older prophet, and of course, David. And of course, it's the classical story of, Samuel that had been like almost like an apprentice to the older prophet. She had been taken by the mother because she had promised that she was going to give him, hand him over to the Lord. And the Lord came and called Samuel. And Samuel didn't know that it was the Lord. He thought it was Eli. So he went to Eli until Eli was able to give him the proper direction. And then the Lord eventually came and spoke to Samuel. And this is what the Lord said: Behold, I will do something in Israel that which both ears of everyone who hears it will tingle. I will perform against Eli all that I've spoken concerning his house from beginning to the end. For I've told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knows, because his sons made themselves vile and he did not restrain them. And therefore I have sworn to the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be atoned for by sacrifice or offering forever. So God had, passed judgment on the house of Eli, but I think attitude matters a lot. Because in the morning Eli tried to find out from Samuel what was the Lord saying. Then Samuel told him everything. This verse 18. He hid nothing from him, and he said, "It is the Lord. Let him do what is good to him. Let him do what is good in his sight." But contrast this with David. David also had numbered Israel, and this was already in the sight of God. God was not happy, and he sent the prophet in and passed judgment on David also. 2 Samuel 24 verse 14. And David said to God, "I'm in great distress. Please let us fall into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great. But do not let me fall into the hand of man." So God had passed judgment and given him options, and he said, "I would rather fall into the hands of the Lord because his mercies are great." And you can see this is actually burnout. So attitude matters. If you look at verse 16, when the angel stretched out his hand over Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord relented from the destruction. So David was right. His mercies are great. And he said to the angel who was destroying the people, "It is enough. Now restrain your hand." It's always good to come back to God, no matter to what extent we've gone in terms of sin, you know, because his mercies are new every morning, basically. If you look at Psalm 103, verse 3, if you, Lord, were to keep track of iniquity, who will stand? If God were to count, because we breathe sin, that doesn't mean we should go into sin. But if God were to keep track of iniquity, who will stand? And this is very poignant. But with you, there is forgiveness so that you may be feared. It's always good to fall back into the hands of the Lord because his mercies are great. Let's not, become uh, people that are rebellious and are not ready to listen. It doesn't get anybody anywhere.